Welcome children, come back to our next session of mathematics with the chapter Arithmetic Progression. In this session we will see the word problems related to arithmetic progression as well as recap of whatever we have done in April month with the chapter statistics as well as AP. The first sum. A contractor on a construction job specifies a penalty of delay of completion beyond a certain date as follows: rupees 200 for the first day, rupees 250 for the second day, rupees 300 for the third day, etc. The penalty for each succeeding day being rupees 50 more than for the preceding day. How much money the contractor has to pay as a penalty if he has delayed the work by 30 days. First of all, children, let us understand the sum. Just assume that one of the contractor is there, yes, on construction, and job specifies the penalty of delay of completion beyond the certain date as follows. That means he want to complete his work, yes, but if it is delayed, then for one day he has to pay 200 rupees as a penalty. If it will delay by second day, then 250, third day 300, then so on. Yes, so just understand the sum first. So first day, if it is given for something for 2 months, if that contract is given for 2 months, if it will get delay for one day, that means he has to pay 200 rupees. The next day 250. So if you can see what will be the sequence in this case. So 200 for first day, then second day for 250, then for third day it will be 300, and so on. But what yes you can see over here, if he has delayed for 30 days, so we want to find how much penalty he has paid if he has already delayed that work for 30 days. So one day 200, second day 250, third day 300, and so on. So for 30 days. Now always remember in these AP sums, the questions will be of two types. Yes, here they asked how much he has to pay the penalty for 30 days. That means we want to find the sum of all 30 days. Are you getting this point? They have not asked you what will be the penalty for 30th day. If the sum will come as a 30th day, that means you want to find A30, the nth term. But we want to find here the penalty of 30 days. That means here 200, 250, 300 is nothing but your AP. And we want to find the S30 value. Is it clear to all of you what I mean to say here? Understand the sum. This is if you understand, you can find the given and all. Then the solution is very simple. Just substitution and finding the answer. Hope this concept is clear. We will start with the solution now. Now, as I told you, the penalty for the first day, here the person will pay it for what? How many rupees? Rupees 200. Correct? So, then for the second day, it is 250. The third day 300. So hence you will get the sequence or the series of AP is 200, 250, 300. Here can you see over here? Here it is written as a series, not directly as AP. Why? Because we have to show that this is an AP. It is not specified in the given question. Why this sequence is an AP? We have to write it over here. The difference is same. Why? Because 250 minus 200 is 50, 300 minus 250 is 50, and it is specifically given in the question. The delay for each day will be rupees 50. That means the common difference is same. The difference between any two consecutive terms is same. Therefore, this is an AP. This is a very important step. Can you see over here? This step is very important. You have to show this is an AP. Then only you can apply the formula. Clear? So now, common difference you got it as 50. Is it clear to all of you till here? So what is our sequence in this case? The sequence is nothing but 200, 250, 300. This is an AP, and now by using this AP we will find our S30 value. Okay, now look at here the next part. We need to find the total penalty. Again I will repeat the same thing. It is a total penalty. That means we want to find the penalty of first day plus second day plus third day plus fourth day, so on till 30th day. Correct? So we want to find out here which value we want to find here as 30. Now let us apply the formula. The formula is nothing but Sn equal to n by 2 in the bracket 2a in the bracket 2a plus in the bracket n minus 1 into d. Just ignore this part. Is it clear? This is just a printing mistake. Now by using this, write the given part. N equal to 30 because we want to find it for the 30 days. N equal to 30. A equal to 200 because we will start our series with the value 200. So 200 and D is 50. Now if you got this one and if you know the formula, that means you have done. Why? Because just now the substitution and calculation part is left, which you can very comfortable with that. You know all of you how to solve. Let us continue with that part. Now n by 2, 30 by 2, 2a, that is 2 into 200 plus 30 minus 1 into 50. Correct? So first solve the bracket. 30 minus 1 is 29. Similarly 2 into 200 is 400. So 400 plus 29 into 50. Always while solving such a sum, don't forget your BODMAS rule. Okay? So it will become as what now? 429 into 50 is nothing but 1450. So 1450 plus 400, it will be 1850. 1850 into 15, you will get the final answer as 27,750. So I think you can write the final answer. What will be your final answer? That means we have to pay, that person or a contractor has to pay the total penalty of rupees 27,750 for 30 days because of his delay of the work. Is it clear? Yes. So this is nothing but your first sum. Actually in these AP, children, if you see the AP sums, in AP just the understanding is very important. Understand the sum. Always the word problems read twice, thrice. I always suggest you that always the word problems read twice, thrice. Try to write first given part. Try to write what you want to find, formula. If you can find these things easily, then rest thing is very simple for you. Are you getting this point? Okay. Okay. Let us start with our next sum. Next sum is also very important as per the board exam. Yes, for point of board exam, you can see this sum is as a very important and mark it as an important sum in your book also. Okay, so what is a sum? A spiral is made up of successive semicircles with the centers alternately at A and B. Starting with the center at A of radius 0.5 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1.5 centimeter, 2 centimeter as shown in the figure. What is the total length of such a spiral made up of 13 consecutive semicircles? Yes, now this is a semicircles. They are given in a the one connected to each other, and we want to find the length of that semicircle. For that you have to see the first diagram. Let us see the diagram for this. This is nothing but a diagram for that. Now again, don't be panic. Don't think that this is a very difficult sum. The sum is very simple if you understand it. Okay, now come back here with the center. First let us start, we will start with the center. This is the center A. If you can see here as a center A, AB as a radius, and this is nothing but your semicircle. Can you see over here? Yes, we want to find the length of this semicircle. I want to find the length of this semicircle. Yes, what is a formula to what is the circumference of a circle first of all? Yes, the circumference of a circle is nothing but 2 pi r. Do you remember? Yes, so 2 pi r is nothing but the circumference of the whole circle. Then what will be the circumference of semicircle? It is half of that. So divide by 2. So it will become as pi r. So if I want to find the length of this, actually the circumference of semicircle is this semicircle plus diameter. But here we don't want that diameter value, we want only this curved part. That is the length of this curved part. So the length of this curved part is nothing but the circumference of a semicircle by using the formula pi r. Now what will be the r value over here? R is nothing but 2.5. Just I am talking about the innermost semicircle first. Can you see over here? So here if I want to find the circumference of the innermost semicircle, so you can see over here as the length of this semicircle will become by using the formula as pi into r, where your r value is 0.5. Correct? So it will become as what? 0.5 pi. Now go to the next semicircle. The next semicircle is this. Correct? Again use the formula pi r. Pi into 1 now. That is 1 pi. For the next semicircle, again apply the formula as pi r. Yes, so pi r into, now your radius is 1.5. So 1.5 into pi and so on. That means what you will get the sequence over here. Can you see? It is nothing but 0.5 pi. Then the second is 1 pi. Then third is 1.5 pi. Clear? So and so on. So this is nothing but your series, and we have to show that this series is nothing but your AP, and we will find the sum of all this. Yes? So let us start with the solution. As I explained you, the same thing I have written over here. The first is what? The circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. But here we want the semicircle, so half into 2 pi r is equal to pi r. Is it clear? Yes. So circumference of first semicircle is 0.5 into pi. Circumference of a second semicircle is 1 pi. Circumference of third semicircle is 1.5 pi. And similarly, till 13th semicircle is pi into 6.5. 13th one, 13 into 0.5. So 13 5s are 65. So it will become as 6.5. Is it clear? Now let us start with the next part. Now here as the series is given, pi, 0.5, pi into 1.05, the same series here. Yes, but here can you see it is written as pi into, it is not necessary. You can write 0.5 pi, 1 pi, 1.5 pi, that way also you can write it. Okay. Now take the pi common. If you take a pi common, what will be your series will become 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 6.5 and that. That means you can see over here 1.5 into, 1.5 minus 0.5. The difference is of 0.5. 1.5 into 1, difference is of 0.5. 2 minus 1.5, difference is of 0.5 again. That means we can get the sequence here as an AP because the difference is constant. Okay, so we will find the sum of these terms. So what will be the sum? Here we will apply the second formula here because I know the last term value. So S equal to n by 2 a plus L. So n is 13. Then A is 0.5, L is 6.5. Correct? So let us substitute in the formula and find the answer. So S equal to 13.2. Then A is 0.5 and the last term is 6.5. So 13 by 2 into 7. Yes, it's 13 sevens are 91, 91 by 2. So the value is nothing but 0.45.5. So 40.5, but what is the sum of the series? That is pi into s. So pi is 22 by 7. It is specifically given in the question actually. So 22 by 7 into 45.5. So divide by 7 to 45.5, you will get it as 6.5. And the answer is 143 centimeter. Hope this is clear to all of you. Solve once again as a practice, then it will be easy for you. Start with the revision of statistic and EP chapter. In statistics, we have seen the concept of mean, median, mode and Ogive graph. Okay, so in mean we have seen the three methods, that is a direct method, assume mean method and step deviation method. So you can solve this sum by any one of the method. In board exam, sometimes they will give you specifically apply this method and solve, or sometimes they will just give you find the mean. This year 2020 paper they asked you to find the mean, but they have not specified any method. So you have to you should know all three methods, but if it is not given specifically in the given question, in that case that will be your choice. Let us revise the formulas. To find the mean by using direct method, if you remember, the first two columns are given. The third column we will write it as xi. Xi is nothing but what? Class mark. Find the class mark by taking the lower limit plus upper limit, their sum, and then divide by 2 and find the class mark for each class. Find then the next column is what? Do you remember? That is fi xi. So here always in the sum you can see there are four columns. First is classes, second is frequency, third is class mark, and the last one is fi xi. That is a frequency column multiplied by class mark column. You write it as fi xi, and in that fi xi find the sum of that fi xi and find the sum of fi, and you divide it to find the mean by using direct method. Is it correct? Now let us see the next method. The next method was assume mean method. In assume mean method, the first two columns as it is, whatever is given in the question, first column is classes, second column is frequency, third column remains same as direct method, find the class mark. In that class mark, we have to find the middle value as a assume mean. Yes, the middle value means what? If there are 7 classes, the middle one you will get it exactly. But if there are even number of classes, in that case, the middle two values, any one of the value you can consider as a value. Use that A and find the next column as di. Di equal to xi minus A. So that means from each class mark, subtract that A value and write it in the next column. In this case, you will get few values positive, few values negative. Add it and just find the the di value. Now the next column is nothing but your fi di. Sum of fi di you want to find. For that you require fi di. So what is fi di? Your di column is nothing but your fourth column. Second column is fi, multiply and write it in the next column as fi di. Find the sum of that, find the sum of fi, and this fraction, or you reduce it and add to the assume mean method to get the mean. You solve the mean by any method, you should get the same answer, but sometimes there will be the slightly difference in the decimal point that will be considered. Okay, this is nothing but assume mean method. The next one is what? Step deviation method. In step deviation method, again first two columns are given in the question, that is first is classes, second one is fi, the third column is nothing but your class mark. Correct? In step deviation we have to find first the A value. A is assume mean. Now here we will see the h value also. What is your h? H is a class width. Class width is nothing but the difference between any two classes, a lower limit or upper limit. Yes, so then you have to find the ui value by using xi minus a upon h. Or first find out the xi minus a value and divide by h. Anyway you can do it. Okay, then h is where it is nothing but a class size. So now the next is what? Find the sum of fiui. So sum of fiui means frequency, your second column which is given in the question. You got the ui value over here, multiply it and write it in the next column. Find the sum of that and find the sum of fi. Now use this formula to find the mean. So what is the formula over here? A equal to sum of fiui upon sum of fi multiply by h. So first divide it, multiply by h and then add it to a to find the mean by using step deviation method. So hope these all the methods are clear to all of you. Yes, the next one. The next one we already seen as a median. Median is L plus n by 2 minus Cf upon f into h. If you remember, that time I have specified many times that you should know the formula for that and you should know all the given values. For the median, only for median I will again repeat, we require the cumulative frequency of more than type. How to find the cumulative frequency of more than type? The whatever the frequency is given, we will write the first frequency as it is in the next column and go on adding the next frequency to that and write it. So that is nothing but your cumulative frequency. Now if you get all the cumulative frequency, the first column is what? First thing we want to find, that is a median class. Which one is a median class? That you have to identify first. If you will get the median class, then rest all the things are very easy. The L is nothing but the lower limit of median class. N is number of observation. Yes, so number of observation is nothing but sum of fi value is your n. So n by 2 value you have to find, and by using that n by 2 you have to identify the median class. The cumulative frequency CF is nothing but the cumulative frequency of class preceding the median class. So you have to always in that your table just underline the median class first. The previous class median class, previous cumulative frequency of a median class become as CF. The frequency of median class is f and h is a class size. That is a difference between any two lower limit or upper limit. Just substitute in this formula and find the median. So just again we have revised this formula and what are the given in that formula. Let us continue with the next one, that is nothing but mode. Mode equal to L plus in the bracket f1 minus f0 upon 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Here it is not printed clearly, but this is nothing but what? H. Okay, again, now how to find the model class first? See here, the class, the median class and model class is totally different. In median class, we require the cumulative frequency and n by 2 value. Depend on n by 2, we can find the median class. Now how to find the model class? The model class is very easy as compared to median, because we have to just check the highest frequency of the class, and the highest frequency of a class will become as a model class. Now what is L? L is a lower limit of the model class. Then H. H is again the class interval, that is the size of the class interval, difference between any two lower limit or upper limit. Now the next three is very important, that is F1, F0 and F2. So if you underline the model class, so model class frequency is F1. The previous class, that preceding class frequency will become as F0, and the next class succeeding class frequency will become as F1. So just substitute in the formula. Always first solve this bracket, then multiply by h and then add L to find the mode value. Clear? So this is just a revision of our statistic chapter. Okay. Now come to the arithmetic progression. In that arithmetic progression, we have seen the terms as what A, D, AN and N. So in general form, if your sequence is given, AP is given as A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D as a general form, the first term we will write it as always A. So your first term is A over here. D is a common difference. What is a common difference? The difference between any two consecutive terms is nothing but called as a common difference. AN is the nth term. If you just go on adding, so if there are 10 terms in the sequence, so A10 will become your nth term. If there are 20 terms, 100 terms, depend on that. So in general, we can write it as AN. AN is a nth term. Now n is a number of terms in that sequence. How many terms are there in that sequence? We have to find out 1, 2, 3, 4 for example, and that is nothing but we will call it as n. Always remember in this AP, your n is nothing but a number of terms which is always a whole number. It cannot be a negative number. By using these all the values, we have already learned this formula as AN, that is the nth term, is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Yes, so hope this formula again is clear to all of you. Let us start with the last formula, that is sum of n terms of an AP. So that is nothing but Sn equal to n by 2 in the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into D. So you know all the terms over here. N is a number of terms, A is the first term and D is a common difference. There is one more formula to find the Sn, that is n by 2 A plus An. An is what? Nth term. What are the given values? Depend on that. You have to choose which formula we can apply for that particular sum. Hope this is clear to all of you. Students, before I end up with this session, I would like to tell you one assignment is attached to this video. Please go through with that. In that, I have given few questions of statistics as well as few questions of AP, which are very important. Some are textual sums, some are not, but all the sums or the maximum sums are asked in a previous board papers. So solve these sums as a practice and get the answer. If you have any doubt, I will clear it when the school will reopen. Thank you so much.